Hi, thanks for watching. This is a quick look at how Google views and ranks your website in the search results. By understanding how the program works, we can then use it to your advantage to increase the traffic to your site by getting it on the first page, so that way consumers can more easily find you and can drive some more sales for the business. So I have your website pulled up here, and it's really easy to navigate. All the drop-down menus are right here for whatever the customer was looking for. As far as Google is concerned, when it's going to rank your site, it's going to do so on two different factors. The first is the content. Now, Google's going to come in and it's going to count all the words and text on the page. It's looking for a minimum of about 1,500 to 2,000 words because it assumes that the more information you have on the page, the more of an expert that you are. Now, while it's counting the words, it's also looking for keywords, anything that a person might type into Google search, which in your case is probably going to be a product or a remedy, and then also the location that you're in. Now, this is where the number of words on the page comes into play because you're only allowed to have one keyword for every 100 to 150 words of text on the page. The second way that Google is going to rank you is for what's called the authority or the popularity of the page. The two ways to build authority are through one, getting as many citations as possible. A citation is when your name, address, and phone number appear in an online directory. Directories such as Yelp, Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau, things like that. Now, these directories are usually free. It just takes some time to find them, register your business, and then input the information exactly as it's shown into Google. The second way to build authority is through what's called a backlink. That's when another website links or refers back to yours. Google uses it as an endorsement to build trust because others are vouching for you. It's similar to a customer review, where if you had 1,000 five-star customer reviews, people would think pretty highly of you. Google is doing the same thing, but it's using websites to make this determination. Now, if we go back to the search results, we can see how this works to rank the site. The first thing that's going to pop up is what we call the map pack. Now, you guys are already in it, which is great. So this is already seems to be pretty well optimized for your Google business profile inside the Maps app. Underneath that is what we call the organic search results. This is where the more authority or trust that Google has in the page, the higher up on the list that you're going to rank. To show you how this works, I put your website into this tool that I use, and it shows me all the information that Google finds when it crawls your site for the content as well as the authority. So just to kind of define these terms, if the local news station did an article on the top 10 CBD stores in Connecticut, and inside that article, the reader could click on a link and it would bring them back to your website, that would be considered one referring domain or one referring website. So just taking a quick look at the competition here, some of the major players in this are unfortunately a more national and chain type, which they have a little bit more of an advertising budget. But if we looked at customers that are right or other businesses that are right around you, you can see that there's not much difference that needs to be made up as far as collecting some more of those referring domains in order to increase your authority. On the other side, this is the business that is literally right behind you and the next result behind you. So they're basically one or two away from overtaking you and then bumping you even further down. Just something to note here, it's not just a matter of the quantity of these links, it's also the quality. It needs to be something that's relevant. So for instance, we couldn't have Pizza Hut linking back to your site because Google knows that you're obviously not in the business of making pizza. So even that adds number, it wouldn't add any kind of strength or authority to the site. So then if we take a look into your keywords, these are all the words and phrases that are being typed into Google search that can be found on your site, as well as the volume, the number of times per month that they're being searched. So this is where we would do some research and find all the highest volume keywords in the area relative to the services that you provide and make sure that those are being included on your website so that way whenever a consumer is searching for them, your website easily comes up. Just as an example, this is obviously a pretty popular one, white runts. It's It's being searched 40,000 times a month. Now, right now, you're in the 30th position, which means you're either bottom of the 3rd page or top of the 4th page. However, if you were higher up on the 1st page where these 40,000 people would see you, if we're really conservative, we might say that 10% of those people will actually take a look at your website. Maybe another 10%, so another 10% would actually either give you a call or stop by the store. And then I don't know what the conversion rate, but let's even go even more conservative and say 10% of those actually turn into customers. You'd be getting 40 new customers per month just off of one keyword, because that keyword can be found on your site, and your site will be on the very first, on the top first page of Google, where people can easily see it and click. So that just helps you connect to more consumers and obviously builds a little bit more into your bottom line as well. So I hope this information was helpful and helps you scale some of your online presence. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or would like to go into any further details. And we could also talk about your goals, and I can do some research to find out what it would take for you to reach those. And I always do love getting feedback as well to find out if information like this is useful for you. So please, I appreciate you letting me know what you think. Thanks, and I look forward to speaking with you.